Hey y'all, it's your girl Corporate Carolyn, and I know I've gone crazy with these whole anti-aging hacks, tips, whatever you want to call them, but I've noticed a lot of interest in that, and I'm kind of feeling myself, thinking that I'm doing a pretty decent job at 58 of trying to fool people and trying to look as youthful as possible. So I'm going to keep that train of thought going, and I wanted to share some other anti-aging tips with you. Some are more concrete and others involve some of the collections that I wind up creating because I'm such a creature of habit. One of the things I wrote down on my list was a way that you can look more youthful is to wear fitted items. I didn't learn it, but I got the idea confirmed from The Rock when I saw him. I didn't see him personally. I saw his wax figure when I was in New York recently, and the suit that he was wearing was so tailored. That he actually looked chiseled. If The Rock wound up wearing the wrong type of suit, he would look fat or kind of dumpy. And so he knows to go to a good tailor and get the things from his toes to his shoulders. Everything is fitted. And so I kind of go along with that school of thought because like this item here, I wound up taking it to the tailor because they didn't have a top that was in my size. And so I just had the tailor just take it in a little bit so it's fitted. So regardless of what size you find yourself, try to find clothes that actually fit you and help you to have like a look where it's skimming your curves or your lumps and your bumps, whatever you have going on. But don't get stuff that's just hanging off of you for the most part, unless it's intended to be that way. But just things that are meant to be fitted. If you're gonna wear it fitted. So that's one of the tips. Get clothes that fit well and skim over things instead of being too tight or too loose. And then now back to clothes. I shared with you guys my sundress collection because I love to wear sundresses. I'm a person who packed for a cruise, I think the same day, because I have all of those wonderful juniors outfits that I can just go. And I'm lazy. That's why I mentioned the dry cleaners before. They're not dry cleaner items, but I don't feel like washing things and I don't iron anymore. I've been traumatized from growing up in Augusta, Georgia, where my mother on Saturdays we'd have to wash and we'd have to iron because you couldn't iron on Sunday. And so now I don't want to iron nothing. So I take everything over to the dry cleaners, and I don't care that it's very expensive because I don't spend a whole lot, for the most part, on clothes. And so someone wrote a comment and said, sundress times 20? Yeah, I can do that. If you spend $20 on average for 20 dresses, what is that, $400? A person would spend more than that on a purse or a pair of Christian Louboutins. I don't really want Christian Louboutins. I actually like these Michael Kors numbers that I have that I may have gotten from Saks Fifth off Fifth, or I could have gotten it from, I think, TJ Maxx a while back, maybe Marshalls, because TJ Maxx, their shoes aren't usually hitting on much, but it's one of those stores, I can't remember which because I have a black pair and this gold pair. So I don't waste money on purses. I'm still wearing or using the same backpack purse that my husband gave me like 5 years ago. So you pick and choose where you spend your money, and I do my own hair. So any savings, from doing that year after year, I can afford to buy as many sundresses as I want. Speaking of that, I didn't show you guys my favorite sundress, and I have a story. And they always fall off the hanger, sorry. But anyway, this sundress in this wonderful jean jacket, I have two of these as well. I think I found them again at one of my favorite discount stores. I have two, just in case, because they are less than $24, so I have two just in case something happens. But this one, can you believe I almost gave it to charity? And it was because I wore it to visit my son when he was in grad school, and I looked at the pictures and I thought I looked a little pudgy in it, and I said, I ain't never wearing that dress again. I'm giving it away. I'm going to give it to charity. And I had it in the box ready to give it away, and something said take it out, and I'm really glad that I did because I wound up intermittent fasting shortly thereafter, and I made some tweaks to my diet. Check out some of the videos that I have about losing weight over 40 and like maintaining your weight and all that good stuff, and telling you how how I eat, because I didn't go on a diet. I didn't use Ozempic. I didn't like do any sort of drastic calorie reduction or anything like that. It's just practical tips that I apply in my everyday life. So if you want to know about those, check out those videos. But this is one of my favorite sundresses, and I'm so thankful that I kept it, because now it's one of my favorites and I look really good in it. I wore this on a picture that you'll see on my channel, where I was standing in front of the Macy's at Herald Square in New York less than 2 weeks ago. So this is one of my favorites. So definitely, if you want to look more youthful, you definitely want to get some cool clothes that the younger ladies are wearing. Don't just stay in that women's section. You know, look in the junior section and see what you can find. Or like even stores like Forever 21, I find good stuff there. But this, I believe, and I can't wait to wear this on vacation. My husband's gonna love it. I think I got it from probably, yeah, a Marshalls or TJ Maxx. And then I also found these wonderful shoes at Saks Fifth, off Fifth, which is actually my favorite store. My husband is just gonna lose his mind. And you notice I go with wedges, right? So you don't have to wear old lady shoes. You can wear things that are comfortable, and wedges are almost like wearing flats, because there's not a whole lot of pressure on your heel. And so these have the ankle strap, so there's support. So I think I found these, they were less than $60. So that's definitely something you can do. And this I wound up getting, I think, from Kohl's maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. And I said one day I'm gonna get it, because like the buttons were a little, they were pulling a bit across the boobs. And so probably because I had more back fat then. And so I said, I'm just gonna keep it. And one day, I'm gonna get rid of that back fat. So I have videos where I'm talking about back fat as well and getting rid of it. So check those out if you are struggling with back fat. And so this dress, now it fits. So I'm going to wear this on my vacation with my husband pretty soon, and he's gonna go crazy because it's very fitted. You know, it's more classy fitted than trashy fitted. So it's definitely a good purchase. I'm glad I didn't give that away. You know, so don't give away your stuff. There's still time you can get in them. So another thing, like I was talking about shoes, you notice I do, like I said, the wedges, and wedges are very comfortable. So I definitely recommend you not like gravitate towards the shoes that a lot of ladies in their late 40s, you know, early 50s just gravitate towards, because you think you have to wear sneakers all the time. You do not. In fact, I was sharing in another video, these shoes, I have like 3 or 4 pairs of these by Volatile. These are so comfortable, and they have like this padded foam that supports your foot, and you're able to, you know, like to walk long distances. Like I've been all over New York at different times wearing those shoes. I take them on vacation, and I wound up buying them in a different color, like with pink, blue, green, and yellow. And so that sundress I told you about, I could wear these with. I wore these to New York, and I walked all over the city. And if you're thinking, oh, well, your feet are different. No, I actually have arthritis in my big toe. Thank you very much. I have what's called hallux rigidus. So my big toe gets tired when it's constricted in sneakers for too long. So these are a great compromise. So look into it. It's called Volatile. And so you might be able to find some that fit you. Try them on, and then also I'm gonna have to find a way to wear these as well. My husband's gonna go crazy. These are by BB, and then they have like the padded, heel, so it won't be as tormenting as a lot of high heels are. And because this heel is a little thicker, it should give me a little more support. So these will be my serious date night shoes, or like, you know, dress up shoes or whatever. And so now the piece de resistance for shoes, I just got in the mail from Macy's. It was on my doorstep. I wound up getting some of these shoes by Juicy Couture, because my son had given me a white pair for Mother's Day. And so I kept asking him, and they actually have the nerve to have a crown on these. These are the most comfortable shoes in all the world. They're They have a little heel where you still look sexy, but these are so comfortable. And the pair that he gave me for Mother's Day, I haven't been wearing them because I was scared they would get dirty. So I told him, if you ever find them anywhere, let me know, or get another pair for your mother and just give them to me at a later date. He forgot all about it, hasn't found them. So I was on Macy's website and I decided to take a look, and these were on sale. Instead of $42, they were on sale for, instead of $48, they were on sale for $24. And so what did your girl do? I'm so obsessive compulsive, it's not even funny. I bought two pairs of them, and so I'm so excited about this. And then, because I'm really crazy, I bought a third pair. Same thing, got the little crown on it, and these are going to be so comfortable and cute. They would look nice with that sundress that I showed you, because it has like pink in it. So you don't have to wear what has been perceived as old lady shoes. You don't have to wear sneakers all the time. You can wear sexy, cute stuff and still be comfortable. Okay, enough of that stuff. I'm sure my husband has been wondering, why are all these packages at the door? Okay, so we took care of where things that fit. That was number one. Another thing, if you notice, I stand up straight. Good posture will definitely make you look younger. So thirsty, all that talking. And then another thing, wear your own eyelashes. So many ladies today are wearing these big fake lashes that are flashing. A lot of men don't like that. My husband would be so annoyed. So what I do, if you notice, I wear very little makeup other than the little pressed powder that I keep in my purse from MAC because I tend to sweat or get kind of oily, and so it's pretty much used up. But this is about all I use on my skin. I use less makeup now at 58 than I did at 18. So there's no foundation. My skin can breathe. And I think that's a good thing because a lot of that settles in your wrinkles or your laugh lines, like on your forehead, and it winds up having the reverse effect. You look older. So, but speaking of the lashes, use your own, because my lashes are stubby. My son's, they're longer than mine. So what I do is I use L'Oreal Paris's Voluminous Primer. I get that from the Walmart app. And then I also got their Panorama mascara that I use, and it helps my eyelashes at least stand out a little bit. It's not like, they're just the most glamorous eyelashes in the world, but it looks natural, and yet it can still look glamorous and give you a more youthful look. A lot of people don't realize that natural often is youthful because a lot of young girls are fresh-faced. As we get older, we start doing more and doing the most, and it winds up having a reverse effect. You look older. Another mascara that I've used and might even touch it up with sometimes is Maybelline's The Falsies. It supposedly adds more volume, and I think it might separate your lashes if you wind up getting clumping. And so I also use eyeliner. Eyeliner helps my eyes to kind of pop. They're kind of big anyway. A nurse once told me that my eyes were kind of like a cow's eyes, and then she said, well, they're like Donna Ross's. So I'm like, I think I prefer Donna Ross to the cow eye business. Thank you very much. Okay, and so then I already talked about sexy, youthful shoes. They don't have to break the bank, and they can be comfortable. Sneakers are not your only answer. My hallux rigidus hates the sneakers more than it does those little wedge flip-flops. So anyway, another thing, if you really want to look younger, I know a lot of people are embracing their gray these days, and I think that's great. You can still look youthful, but people guess. Like, I was in a cab once, or a Uber in Boston with my cousin, and then I think I mentioned, like, being in your 50s or whatever, and the guy said, "You're in your 50s?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And so he said, well, I couldn't tell. And then this person said, "I'm in my 50s too." And so then the guy said, "I knew you were," because her hair was gray, but he didn't know that I was. So I definitely touch up my edges just to fool somebody. So not saying you can't look youthful with gray hair. So don't try to kill me or start writing bad comments, because I think gray hair is beautiful. I'm just not ready to embrace it. And I have the right to dye my hair if I want to. And so the same way, like, I never say anybody has to be natural or they can't be relaxed or whatever. You can do whatever the heck you want to do. But me, I touch the edges up and I use Red by Kiss. I get it from Amazon, and it's their quick cover root touch up. So I'm in the root covering up business. And then number 6, don't walk around with dry lips. I think if your lips look nice and moisturized, it's a better look for you. And so what I use is MAC's lip gloss. A lot of times I'm not wearing lipstick, but at least my lips are popping. The way Little Mama used to say when she was rapping about her lip gloss is popping. Mine is not popping as much as a young person, but my lips are nice and moisturized. And I think that's a youthful look as well. And then finally, number 7, intermittent fasting has made a big difference in my life. Like I was mentioning how that little jean outfit didn't fit so well initially because I had a lot of back fat going on. Now it's fitting because I don't eat other than between the hours of 12 and 8 for the most part. And so if you don't know a lot about intermittent fasting, I'm obviously not a doctor or a dietitian or any kind of expert, so definitely Google it and find out what plan fits for you, because there are at least 2 different options and it might be something for you. And it has like a lot of healthy benefits as well, but it definitely got rid of the side boobs that I was dealing with, as well as the back fat, the rolls below your bra strap and below the bra strap in the front. Those pretty much went away, and intermittent fasting helped. So definitely, if you have other questions about losing weight or knowing how I keep the weight off, check out some of my videos where I'm talking about just that. But anyway, I thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I look forward to engaging with you in comments, and if you have any video requests, as I have time, I definitely take requests. So but until then, have a great one. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.